What's up, people? Mike here, and this is chapter 15 under attack for Wolfenstein: The New Order on Uber difficulty. So, at the start of this area, when these two drones show up, you want to switch to LKW because you can usually get both of them with one charge shot. I actually ended up taking a lot of damage from these guys, and I nearly ended up dying from these two guys. See, that was the point where the lean out actually almost fucked me over. But once those soldiers and the drones are dead, as soon as Max opens the hatch, immediately run in, because if you don't, two shotguns are gonna show up and they will fuck your day up very quickly. Now the problem with this next area is that when you come up here, you get a checkpoint, and until you, I want to say, when you get to the vent that you need to drop down into, you don't have a checkpoint until that. So I basically came to this area with 20 health, and it it didn't work out very well for me. But when you come to this room, if you headshot that guy, you can usually very quickly switch to the LKW, and you should be able to get you should be able to take out those two soldiers without any issue. It actually worked out that the one guy exploded and the other guy just took, I think he took a headshot. I'm not sure. But make sure you go around this area, because there's a lot of health to pick up. And if you go into the archives, there's an armor pickup too. The problem with this area is when you come up this rampway, there's one soldier and two shotgunners. That guy was a... Sometimes that guy will actually come down the ramp and meet you at the bottom floor. But what I found to work surprisingly well is that I switched to shrapnel shot, and I just unloaded on this upper floor. Oh no, you actually do get a checkpoint here. Never mind. And I actually ended up killing the two shotgunners here without having to use my LKW. That kind of gives you an idea of how powerful that shrapnel shot can be sometimes. Since I'm sure probably most of the shots were direct hits on the guys, but there was still like 50 of those things bouncing around in that room. So, but I've never had them be aggressive where they've actually gone to the rampway. So you can kind of use the ramp as like a safe haven to get a little bit of your health recharged back. So it's not too annoying. It can be annoying, but not like overly annoying. Yeah, I think when you get close to those stairs, that guy will just come running down. And I actually got lucky, and I had gone into the room, so he didn't get a chance to hit me. So you can kind of use this area here as a way of somewhat avoiding a lot of this the shots from this guy. And if you, I'm wasting bullets, but if you just switch to the rockets, you have like a clear shot like right at the guy, and I had done enough damage where that one rocket killed him, but usually like where you're where I was aiming, it's more or less where that guy is, so you should be able to get a couple direct rocket hits on him and put him down. But when you come into the next area, when you drop down this vent, I actually found out, which I wasn't aware of, that when you come out of the cutscene, one of the soldiers in the room, he actually opens the vent, and I didn't realize that he was gonna be there, so he was actually putting some shots into me. But now what I'm going to show you here is a very risky and dangerous way to go through this area. The problem with this area is that there's a couple soldiers and there's 2 heavies. The issue is that if you kill all the guys in this area, more guys will come in. So what I show you is, if you get a fully charged shot on that guy, I kind of got caught up on the ladder, so I took some more damage. But I basically just avoid having to deal with all those guys. You know, I got knocked down to 40 health from like 200, but I had my health overcharged. I'm actually kind of surprised that worked out, because I probably should have died. But if you go into that area with full health and you pick up that health pack and you have overcharged health, you can very easily get up that ladder and get away from those guys without really taking an insane amount of damage. But make sure you pick up as much of that shield pickups as you can, because after you kill those guys, you get a checkpoint, and unfortunately it's all gone. But there's one of the mechanical hounds all the way at the end here. If you can get a fully charged shot on the dog, what you should do, and what I should have been doing, was switching to the assault rifle and using the rockets, because usually like 1 or 2 rockets should kill this thing. I'm kind of panicking here because I didn't realize that pathway that I ran through gets destroyed, so I'm kind of panicking, trying to get away from this thing long enough for me to do something, and being very close to those rocket hits that could have easily killed me. But once that dog's dead, you just have to go to the helicopter to exit the level, and we'll be moving into the final chapter of the game.